Hey there smartphone fans, and welcome back to Smartphone Wars, and today I will be reviewing a different Xiaomi phone, one without MIUI, and it's actually the second one Xiaomi has released. So this is the Mi A2, a follow-up to the hugely successful Mi A1 which I reviewed last year. So these are my first impressions, unboxing and of the new Mi A2. So the Mi A2 comes in a standard box type for Xiaomi. They don't want to Spanish when you're unboxing, and it shows here. And this is a global version Android One phone. This means it's powered by Google's own software solution. It has a 12 plus 20 megapixel rear cameras. It has Face ID, which it really doesn't have actually. And it also has Snapdragon 660 powering it. This is a very budget-friendly, flagship-worthy device is what Xiaomi is selling here. But let's first see what's in the package. So you have a USB Type-C to a 3.5mm headphone jack converter and a SIM tray pin. So it looks like the Mi A2 does not have a headphone jack, but let's test that out later, or probably Xiaomi just decided to throw that in there. We'll see about it. And besides the package, that's just it. A silicone case, a rather good one. The USB Type-C converter, SIM tray pin, a very tightly put in the box USB Type-C cable, and of course a European type plug charger. I did read somewhere that the A2 features a quick charging solution like Qualcomm's Quick Charge 3.0, but it appears that the charger inside the box does not offer that. It says it's a 10 watt charger rather than an 18 watt one, which Quick Charge 3.0 should offer. I'm yet to test that, so I'm just citing the specs here, but you probably need a Quick Charge 3.0 charger to buy separately to get the Mi A2. Now let's go to the phone here. It's a slim, it's a very nice looking device. I got the black version. It has a USB Type-C port, and it looks much more premium than the Redmi Note 5, as did last year's Xiaomi Mi A1 did compared to the Redmi Note 4. It's a sand blasted back, something you're probably familiar if you've seen a OnePlus phone, besides the OnePlus 6 that is. The new dual camera is here, but it protrudes quite a lot. There's the IR blaster on the top. On your right is the power and volume rocking switch, which are very stable. It's a very well put together phone, and on the bottom you have the USB Type-C port, and as you can see there is no headphone jack, so Xiaomi decided to scratch that, and there is a fingerprint scanner as well. The phone is 7.4mm thick at its thickest point and around 6.2 at its thinnest point. Is a curved design body. It feels really nice to hold in the hand, and the phone is actually very light at 160 grams, but there's a reason for it. The display is the new 18:9 factor. It's a full HD plus display. It has thin side bezels, but the top and bottom one are really not super thin, but they're okay within that budget range. The Mi A1 also had like big borders on top and bottom. So about the software, Google is providing the software for the Mi A2. It's a stock, pure vanilla Android phone. This is probably as close as you'll get if there is ever a Pixel Lite from Google. The software, as you guessed it, is pretty much the same as any Android One device like the Zenfone Max Pro, for instance. The Mi A2 also features a ambient display for your notifications. This means it will light up if it's turned off to receive new notifications, and it is running the Android 8.1.0 with the August security patch. Now Android Pie has just been released, and I'm pretty sure this one will get it really soon, like within a month. So at least 2 years of software support by Google. So all the latest patches, all the latest stuff, Android, you'll get on this device, and it's a really good bargain for a lot of people who just want a stock Android experience with plenty of updates and don't want to buy a Nokia phone. The Mi A2 really ticks a lot of boxes. The 18:9 display, the really nice software, and of course the specs. The Snapdragon 660, the 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of onboard storage, which is not expandable by the way, and it has a monster camera. This is a 2 separate sensors, one 12, 120 megapixel one, so it should deliver really good photos in here. And the battery is paltry, around 3000 mAh, but should be okay to last a full day. Now let's move on to the benchmarks, of course. So all these specs mean nothing if you have nothing to show for them. And to all of you who don't know, Snapdragon 660 is a superior chip to Snapdragon 636, 625, but should be slightly inferior to the Snapdragon 710 and the 835. What is out of the ordinary here is the PCMark work score, which is really high considering this is a Snapdragon 660. So the 8000 points in PCMark 2.0 trump a lot of high-end chips. For instance, it scores higher than the Kirin 970 in Huawei devices. Overall, the specs and benchmarks proved to be a really quality, really fast device. Benchmarks concerned, GPS was fast to lock signal inside my house and looked pretty accurate. And next up I have the speaker test, and the speakers were actually pretty good on this device, probably a little bit better than the Redmi Note 5 I think. And last but certainly not least, let's take a look at the new camera. So the 12 plus 20 megapixel camera setup on the back is complemented by a monster 20 megapixel selfie camera. And as you can see, the shutter speed and picture taking is actually really fast, and it has plenty of details. I took a few shots which actually complemented that this phone will probably be a really good camera phone as well. So this has been it for my first impressions and unboxing of the Mi A2. There's a link to buy the phone in the video below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for the full review, which is coming later this week. This is me, Steven Fox from Smartphone Wars. Peace out.